G'day guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is episode 2 where we take an Aston Martin DBR9 around Lago Maggiore, which is a racetrack in Italy. But yeah, this is my first real look at this car, even though it's been out for probably a month or two now, so looking forward to it. If you didn't see episode 1, go check that out. We were in the BMW M6 and we have a fair bit of success there, so it's well worth a look. As usual, feel free to subscribe. If you like the video, then hit that like button. Yeah, here we go as we run around in the DBR9. Should be a lot of fun. We've got a lot of Australians on this server, which is a good thing. And we have an Atenza in front of us and an Atenza behind us, so the Aston Martin is surrounded by Mazda at the moment, as our qualifying times are quite similar, probably, or at least the top two are. So we look around, Greedy Jack is in the red Atenza, and he is going to be quite fast, you will see that. And watch how this Aston Martin just pings off the limiter in first gear until we finally get released, and we are away. Gearbox red hot as we chase Surfman 200 in the Atenza through turn 1. Little bit tentative there. This is my first run in this car. I've only done maybe a lap and a half of this race, of this lap in the warm-up, so very new. We bounce it off the limiter through turn 3, maybe even as this turn 4 is completely blind and we totally miss it, and as a result we miss. You really want to be up on that curb there, and we miss that completely too. Down into the hairpin is that red Atenza in P3 is all over our rear ends. You can see them all in the mirror. But such is the power of this Aston Martin, we are going to absolutely burn him off. There's just no match for the power. And you see he's completely missed the entry there. And he's fallen way behind while we are hot on the heels of Surfman here. Get a half decent exit, as we race down into the second hairpin. Going quite well, there's been no mishap, and we get back on the power here, which is definitely an advantage of this car. You just really get the power down nicely. We missed that turn as the Atenza has another lunge at us, and he's in the grass, so we may never see him again. He has dropped to 5th place, and the grass is not where you want to be. You see we just had a bit of a compression lock up there as we drop it into first gear, and the car just does not like that at all. So we do need to improve just through the second and last corners if we're going to hang on to this second place. And the Atenza in front of us is just pulled away a bit. He must have been really clean through the final section of lap 1, because we've just lost touch with him here, so we'll do our best to catch him up again, as we really need to get this turn 4 here, and that is better. Get on the power, hit that curb, which we don't quite do, and as a result we are in the grass. Nice recovery. Get around this hairpin nice and fast and on the power, and away we go. So the car doesn't really sound like I thought it would. I thought it would sound a lot kind of beefier, I guess I would say. But it sounds like it's just really wound up the whole time. I thought it would sound a lot lazier than it does. As the Atenza continues to pull away on us. We're quite nice through there, get on the power. You see the traction control barely has anything to say, which is nice, and we do a 127.4 split. I don't think that'll be anywhere near the fastest lap, which we really want to strive for. Surfman looks like he's going to have that completely wrapped up in the Atenza in front of us. We really need to get this right. Try to hang it in second. Oops, and we do our best to try to blow the gearbox up once again. As we do a 2-minute 3 on our second lap of the race. A little bit tight through there, we could be a little bit faster. As we throw the car into second gear around turn 2 and 3. And it's not too bad, it's reasonably clean. Just a little bit of understeer in this car. Just a little bit. It definitely makes up for it just from the sheer straight line speed, but there's just a little twitchier. We are on hards, so perhaps being on a medium would benefit this car. I have no idea what the tyre wear is like on this car. But you just kind of struggle to really mount the curbs and hit the apexes, but it does tend to come out the back end of corners really rather nicely actually, so could also be my dodgy driving too. As we have a split time of 1 minute 26, so this will be pretty quick. Should be in the 2:01 range, as we could definitely tighten up through that corner, and even this corner, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, we need a lot of improvement. A lot of improvement to be had through that last section. But so far the car feels good, I really like it. It's kind of got a beginner's sort of feel to it. It's very quick on the straights. Little bit understeery. But yeah, it's definitely reasonably easy to handle on the eggs of the corners, which is kind of unexpected. I thought that this car would just want to spin around constantly, but it's really not the case with it. At least that's what I'm finding. But it's just slightly harder. We're up on the grass again there. As you can see, it's just slightly harder to really hit these fast apexes. I'm sure if you spend enough time in this car, you would learn its behaviours. So, I mean, we're usually right up on that curb on the left there. We just can't seem to hit it. So this is the final lap. I pretty much decided halfway through this race, I was only going to do one race, but I was definitely going to do a second race after this one. So there is another one to come, as we continue to chase this Atenza, who's very quick. He's got a 4-second lead on us now, so he's quite good, the Aussie. That's better. Get up on that curb, son. This one's not too bad either, and we just need to get this right, and we don't. We lock up the rear ends. That was a compression lock up as we dropped it into first gear, and the car just did not like it. So not once did we get those final two turns sorted. We never really did it well at all. And as a result, we're 5 seconds off the lead there. in the DBR9, the Golf. Beautiful livery by the way. Where did the Atenza? I think he finished down in 7th. But yeah, so far so good. Second place is, I'm really chuffed with that actually. For a first full race in this car to finish second, you know, we fell off the pace in the end, there's no doubt about that. But second's a second, that's, you know, you should be happy with that. So yeah, we'll skip on to race 2 now. Oh, and just while I think of it, after this race we got gifted a car, the daily car. So hang around and check that out, or skip straight ahead, it's up to you guys. Go see what we were gifted. It's quite unexpected. I actually never thought they made the type of car that I was gifted there, so very interesting. So here, race 2, Surfman is again in this race and is again ahead of us. He's going to start in 3rd. We have 2 Japanese racers in 1st and 2nd, and there's Surfman and myself in 4th. So Surfman won the race previous. We'll see, he was 5 seconds ahead. We'll see at least if we can cut that. And I'd call that a win if we manage to do that. Ice Pack. What's he driving? An FT1. And then there's an NSX in 6th. But yeah, the Mazda in front of us. And there is the first place qualifier was the Supra. Supra, then the Porsche, the Mazda, then myself in the Aston Martin. As we're quite clean through race into turn 1, and you see, he's absolutely flying. Ice Pack is flying. He must have had the best turn 1 of all time. And you can see we're being attacked by the NSX behind us. So straight away we are really feeling it as we kind of do that. Hit 230 as the NSX he has spun us around, and we lose 2 positions there as another Aussie, 2 Aussies overtake us there. So I don't know what happened there. I don't know, did he have enough room? Was it there in the first place? I know I kind of left the door open. But yeah, we find ourselves dropping from 4th to 7th. I don't know. As Darth Highway, who was the person that hit us, he's completely got crossed up there, and I guess karma has come and asked for payment. See you later, mate. As we find ourselves back up in 6th, chasing the pack. I'm reasonably happy with how clean I've been racing in this Aston Martin. There hasn't been too much traffic, but I haven't really had an off. Haven't hit anything. As you know, we're absolutely shocking through here though. Absolutely terrible. And oh, we've had another off, so 5th place there. Oh, I don't know what car that was, but he's just collided with the barrier. He's completely spun. So we're back up into 5th, and we are chasing Ice Pack for our spot back in 4th, which would be nice. But yeah, it's been quite smooth sailing in this car, as Ice Pack just gets a bit twisted up there twice. Twisted up again. You know, it has been relatively easy to stay on this track. This is probably our real danger zone through there, and also the final 2 turns, that real tight little chicane area. But you'll see in episode 6, I did have a spin in the M6, whereas I felt like I've never even been close to spinning this car. I've never been close to hitting a apex either. I'm just missing all these corners, all these curbs. That's a bit better. That's where you want to be, and you want to be on the power. Get a little bit of sideways action through that second hairpin there as we do a 1:26 split. I think that might be our fastest split so far, because it was a low 1:26. That's pretty close. We've got another yellow flag, and it looks like first and second come to blows there. Cetane, this Japanese racer in the Supra, was in first place as we continue to make a meal of this section of the race. But yes, Cetane, and he is gone. So that turn has claimed, I believe, 3 races now. So that is interesting, and we are up into 3rd place. So we are on a podium, and there is a gap. We have a gap of 4.2 seconds to 4th place. So as long as we stay fast here, our last lap was a 2:02.1. So that's got to be faster. It's got to be in the 2:01s at least. As we're actually starting to get it together through turn 4 and 5 there as we come down into this hairpin. Power out. I absolutely love coming out of that section. Just completely on the power. Yeah, it's one of the real joys of driving this car, and we almost get that curve that time, but we just couldn't quite hit it. A little bit loose. But I feel like I am improving in this car also. I know our second lap of race 1 was a little bit slower than a 2:02. I think it was a 2:03. So definitely picking a few things up in this car as we burn down this straight after the second hairpin. Yeah, just slowly starting to get a feel for the handles of this car, and I really like it. Really do. I have no idea what the fuel consumption or tyre wear is like. As we stick it in... Oh no. Just cannot get it out of our mind to drop it into first gear there. As we ping it off the limiter and almost blow our gearbox up for the 8th time. Here we go, and that is an absolutely shocking entrance into turn 1. It's really slow through there. So we've really got to pick it up. If you look in the rearview mirror, you can see that Supra, who qualified first, he is actually charging us down. We only have a lead on him of 1.3 seconds, and we're also losing touch with the second place car. He's out to a 4-second lead now, so just can't quite catch those two up. And first place, that Atenza, he beat us by 5 seconds in the first race, and he's got 8 seconds on us now. So he's absolutely flying. So we're a bit slow through there, just can't quite work it out. And that Supra, he wants us on the inside there. He's thinking of diving. He's diving on the outside, so he's obviously got plenty of grip. We just kind of close him out there, I guess you could say. Kind of trying to own this position of P3, and we're going to have to go defensive. You see he's right there. He's obviously a talented racer. And we go, and oh, you would not believe it, we managed to stay on the track, but Cetane the Japanese racer has decided to use our bumper as part of his braking system. And got to admit, the thought of taking him out really entered my mind. But yeah, thanks to his genius braking system there, he's earned himself P3. I don't know if he'll be proud of that or not, but it's not really a big deal. 4th place, that's where I qualified. I was really just wanting to check this car out, so I'm really not all that disappointed, to be honest. If he wanted P3 that much, then congratulations to him. Surfman, 1st place, well done. He's actually doubled his lead on me, 10.8 seconds. So the Atenza might be just a really quick car around here, or he is just really good himself. But P4 for us. So that's a P2 and a P4, another star, another clean race, and that's really what I race for. Keep that S-Class, that's what it's all about. But yeah, you can actually see on the side here, he does say sorry. Which is fine. That's okay, mate. No dramas. But congratulations, you're on YouTube, mate. So yeah, let's we're going to leave this race, and we're just going to quickly jump to this gift, the daily workout gift car. And I've really wanted that, the Formula. It looks like a Formula 2 car. But instead we get given a Ford Mustang rally car. So for a car that doesn't like turning corners, they've turned into a... Anyway, that's it for the video, guys. Feel free to subscribe. It's been, yeah, appreciate you guys. Thanks very much.